My name is Romanus Prabhu Raymond. I'm from the Endpoint Management and Security line of products from ManageEngine. And ManageEngine is part of Zoho. And I take the role of Director of the Product Support and the Evangelist. So my role is to manage the partners in terms of endpoint management and security, educate them, ensure our enterprise customers are happy, and ensure the new technology and products that we have is being marketed and reaches the right audience and the mass audience in the right way. I'm very happy to be here in Dublin for this workshop. And today I would be talking about the strategies, not directly getting into the tools, but the strategy which you should adapt and align the tools according to the requirements of the organization so that it goes well and ensures your business is safe and productive. So this workshop basically empowers you to utilize the product to its maximum. I'm sure the users would be benefiting out of it because it has the areas where the users are not utilizing it. Say, for example, you have one typical setup and you're using the product up to what it demands, but you don't know when it's going to change. When you expand, when you have more opportunities coming up, you should be able to handle that with the product. And these kind of workshops will enable the customers to venture into those areas and become an expertise in the product. One. Two, they are using the product, but we want to recognize them in terms of having some credential, in terms of having some certificate, saying that he's an expert in the product. So that's what is the objective, and it's been well received across the globe. So talking about the cloud and the on-prem, yes, there is a huge adoption after the pandemic. I could see there's a huge adoption across the enterprises, across the small and mid-sized market who wants to move to cloud because of the convenience, right? There is no initial cost, there is no requirement in terms of managing the server setup, things like that. It's huge, right? People are adapting that. But I also see there are organizations who are specific about privacy and security. For example, BFSI, banking, finance, security companies, they want to have their data within their premises. So I don't see that on-prem is going to vanish. It's going to stay. It has to have its own privacy, security, and the compliance matters with that. So organizations which prefer having these data within their organizations would prefer going with on-prem. But in a global way, it's a rush towards the cloud. So people are opting cloud. So that's what I see globally. Security has been in focus for a few years now. I would say in two terms. One, having our product with more security, right? We have taken measures to ensure that the products are secure, protecting yourself and the organization from the threat actors who cannot break the product and get into the network. This is one. There have been a lot of energy, resources going in that direction. And with respect to the security, so it's not something like you can take one piece of security and only focus on that. So we have assets in terms of people, endpoints, data, infrastructure, right? Now, all these things have to be protected. If you look at ManageEngine, we have started focusing on security in all these aspects. With respect to endpoint, yes, we have the full coverage in terms of the way you enroll the device into the management for the productivity. And from there, how do you manage it, protect it for the known vulnerabilities, which are available, which everybody knows about it, and the unknown vulnerabilities where you have to detect and respond to it on a time-to-time basis. Now, if you take these known vulnerabilities, we have the full coverage, right? And including the data leak prevention, zero trust, things like that, we have covered it. But when it comes to detect and respond, we already have released the anti-ransomware. We have the next-gen AV already being launched and available. And there are few modules with respect to EDR has to be released. And that's where we are working on. So once that's available, it's going to be a full-blown EDR solution where end-to-end coverage in terms of known vulnerabilities, unknown vulnerabilities, all these things put together, covered for the business.